So welcome to my animation channel. Thanks very much for joining me. As many of you know, I'm currently making a short animated movie, The Paint on Safari. I started it almost 5 years ago. I've been working on it on and off for 5 years, and I'm currently finishing part 4. It's an 8-part movie, and it's set to be, or initially was set to be, about 30 minutes, and I'm about halfway. So this video is going to just be talking about the length of an animated short and what it means in practical terms, and also I'm going to just discuss options and the ability to pivot or switch when you see things change, as I've seen with this project. So initially when I started this 5 years ago, it was going to be 15 minutes, and I naively thought it would take about 3 to 6 months. Well, those days are long gone. It is currently sitting at 20 minutes, and it has taken me, as I said, 5 years on and off, probably half the time working on the movie, probably 2.5 years to get halfway, possibly 3. And yeah, I'm halfway. I'm pretty much 4 episodes in, or 4 parts in. It's an 8-part movie. Now, when I started making it, it was about 12 or 13 parts, and I compressed it and cut a lot of stuff out to try and keep it to a short version. And technically a short is anything under 40 minutes. With all my experience in the past years submitting to film festivals, I've found the sweet spot at around about 10 to 15 minutes. I go into this in more detail in my course about making this movie. Be sure to check that out. Initially, I did think this was going to be a 15-minute movie, and it just grew and grew and grew. And it's still growing. So I've spent the last couple of weeks just trying to decide whether I should still keep it a short, because at this rate I'm halfway, and I've just put it together, a rough cut of it yesterday, and it comes to about 21 minutes. So if we just double that, it's 42 minutes. I'm going to slot in some credits and some in-betweens here and there, and so you're looking quite easily at about 45 minutes. Now, the criteria for a short, as I said, is 40 minutes. So even if you do get it under 40 minutes, so technically it's a short, when it comes to film festivals and getting into them, you really want the shorter the better. 4 minutes is better than 40, because they look to optimize time available. They've only got so many slots in the festival. So if you've got a 40-minute movie and there's a lot of 4-minute movies, yours has to be 10 times better to take the 10 slots that those 4-minute movies can take. So that's the general thinking about length when it comes to film festivals. Of course, life isn't all about film festivals, but thinking about this over the last couple of weeks, I've probably let go the idea that it's going to still be a short film. So I'm going to probably, and I say probably because I'll still be working on this for at least another 2 years, whether it stays a short or whether I take it to a longer version, but it's probably going to end up being, or in all likelihood, let's just say it is going to be longer than 40 minutes. So already technically it's not a short anymore. So then the next question is, do I want to keep it to that 45 minutes, or do I want to lengthen it and take it up to closer to an hour? Now, when it comes to animation features and stuff, the sweet spot there is between 80 and 90 minutes. And that's for commercial reasons, because cinemas, etc., just why theaters want to fill that slot. So that's the sweet spot when it comes to animated features, and probably most features. I don't think I want to take it up to the 80-90 minute mark. I may be working on it for another 10 years if I go that way, but I can easily see me taking it up to an hour. So to do that won't be difficult, because as I said in the beginning, I had to cut a lot out of it just to get it under 40 minutes. So there's a lot I can put back in. There's a slight twist in the end. It's got to do with the lion. The episode there is called Saving the Cat. That alone will need extra time. So I can easily take it from the 42, 43 minutes it is, and add another 15 minutes at least, quite easily. Just get it just to under an hour. And then there's also a lot more detail that I wanted to drop in. Little touches that I cut out because I was so obsessed about keeping the time down and getting this. I actually, when When I realized it wasn't going to be a 15-minute movie, I thought 30 minutes, that's it. In fact, 28, 29 minutes, just under 30 minutes would be the sweet spot for a longer form of short movie. Animated movie, but as I said, I'm 20 minutes and I'm halfway, so that isn't going to happen. So in short, I've come to terms with the fact that this isn't going to remain a short movie, technically a short movie. It's probably going to end up being closer to an hour long. I'm not going to at this stage put a time on it. I'm just going to work through it and do the best job I can. And if it comes in at 55 minutes or if it comes in at an hour and 2 minutes, I don't really care at this stage. I just want to put the best movie out that I can, and I'm letting go of this concept of calling it a short and keeping it a short. So that'll obviously affect my coursework. I'm going to have to go and change the title there. It will no longer be making a short animated movie. It'll just be making an animated movie. The bonus there is there'll be more material because this course will go on, this movie will go on a little longer, so there's more in there, so please go check that out. So there we go. Thanks once again for dropping into my channel. I certainly do appreciate all your support, and as always, keep on animating out there. All the best. Bye.